Hey everybody, Raziel here, coming back at you with another Smite video, although not a Smite God build video. Some crazy things have been happening recently. The World Championships for Smite occurred. NRG won again, two-time champions. Congrats to them. But with Worlds means right around the corner is the next season, which will be Season 4, which brings with it a lot of changes. And as such, because of that, I have not really been in the mood to provide another God build because things are going to change in the upcoming weeks. Now, there's going to be more in-depth patch notes once Season 4 hits. It's going to be a large patch that Hi-Rez has said. So I'm not really going to go into details now because things may change between now and then. But there are a few little notes I just want to touch base on in this video. And that is next week on console, and it's actually out now for PC, but next week on console, the week of the 17th of January, is when the next god comes out. It's the first Celtic god of the Celtic Pantheon, and it's the Morrigan. She's a mage that could be in the mid lane or could jungle a while. She has some very unique abilities. And again, those could change by the time we see it next week. I know they've had some bugs, but I'm excited to try her out. So that being said, next week she'll pop up. I think maybe even the new Clash map will appear next week. I think it's live on PC now. And there's a few major things that happens to the Clash map. Number one, it's no longer got the Greek feel to it. It's got an Egyptian style to it. So it completely looks different. Additionally, the back harpies are gone. That's another mana camp. And then the fire giant and the gold fury, I believe, have been removed. So now it's just one snake god. I forget the snake's name. Leave a comment down below if you remember the name of the snake. And that will appear after a certain amount of time. And that kind of takes place of the fire giant, I believe. In the camps, they get stronger over time, and then their rewards are greater depending on what strength they are. So a lot is happening with the Clash map. It might draw a lot more people into the Clash map, as some people kind of feel it's not as fun as the Conquest map, etc. So that's the next thing that happened next week. Now after that, when Season 4 comes, probably early February, I believe, is the major changes. And the reason why I haven't been doing a God build guide, it's because with Season 4, there's going to be a lot of balancing. That means gods are going to get balanced, items are going to get balanced, there's going to be items that potentially are removed, and there's going to be items that are going to be potentially brand new. Which could mean I could generate a god build now, and in a week or two it's just obsolete. So I figure I'm going to wait until the new items appear, kind of play around with it a little bit, and see what exactly Season 4 is going to be like in terms of item builds and relics, if they're still going to be called relics in this next season. I think there's even more relics being added. I think the potion system is being reworked, if I recall. I mean, there's a lot going on, a lot of teasing going on, so I can't give you a definitive answer as to what my item build and relics would be for next season. So we'll wait until that happens. A week or so after that, maybe I will start churning those out again weekly. We had a lot of god builds last year. A fair amount of people checked them out. I appreciate everyone who did. You guys returning. You guys are great. So, excuse me. Another thing in Season 4 is the Conquest map is changing. Again, not much has been said about this as of right now. So I'm not going to go into great details, but I think the harpies, the boars are going to be removed. There's going to be, the jungle camps are going to be changed slightly. Their cooldowns are potentially going to be changed slightly. So the jungler is in the jungle more often. And there's extra minions, per se, in front of the Gold Fury. And there's a different kind of minion, a different kind of imp in front of the Fire Giant, which I think after 10 minutes it spawns. And if your team kills that giant imp, a portal appears. I'd say similar to like a siege portal, except it's stationary, doesn't go with the siege monster. And so that could open up some possibilities for ganks or saves or just a fire giant steal at a later in the game. So that's just a few of the conquest changes. I'm looking forward to Season 4. I'm looking forward to get back into ranked matches a little bit. Early, I'd say after Spring Split, I kind of shied away from the ranked matches and just, practice, casuals, learning the gods and everything. And it helped. I mean, at some point between Season 2 and Season 3, Switch was clicked, or whatever the hell phrasing metaphor you want to use. And I got much better at the game. In my opinion, I got much better again. I'm not pro level, but I have a wife and kids, so I don't get to put as much time in to become a pro, if that was a possibility. But I'm decent enough where I know my shit. I know when people should be building this, should be utilizing combos. I know if I'm going against a specific god, that they're gonna do this. They're gonna do this kind of build, so I'm gonna build my god this way, rank my kit this way in order to counteract their abilities. But that's just, I just got on a tangent there. Season 4 ranked is going to be split up similar to the Pro League, and that there'll be 3 different splits. There'll be a spring, summer, and fall. So you'll have rewards for each split. Get the gold tier, get the platinum tier, whatever, masters, whatever it's going to be called, diamond, platinum. I don't know what the hell that came from. And after that, there'll be rewards for each split, and then I think there'll be an overarching reward if you play ranked all season and meet the requirements. So, like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff they haven't even really touched upon. There's a lot of things that could change based on the teasers they actually have released. So, hit up the YouTube channel on Smite. They have trailers and little tidbits about the Smite, developer, devs, or whatever you want to call them, explaining the Morrigan and the changes that are coming out. So I'll try to put a link down in the description for their YouTube channel. But I'm pretty sure you could, get to it fairly easy. But again, tangent. So. So based on that, we had the holidays. I was sick a little bit here and there, wife and kids, So things have been kind of hectic the past month or so. I do plan to hopefully, get a God build video out each week, if possible. Hopefully every Thursday, like I have been, and rotating, different classes as we go. And I appreciate everyone who's come out and watched the video. I appreciate all the comments that have happened, negative or positive. Likes, thumbs ups, thumbs down, even, you're doing something right when someone takes the time to comment that they didn't like your video, or even put a freaking thumbs down. At least they saw the video enough to say no thanks, But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to try to get this video out today. If not, it'll be tomorrow, probably evening. And I will, it might be a month or so, but I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for all your support in this past year, and I hope to continue generating content that you guys enjoy in 2017. Have a good one.